When do you need to start marketing? When do you need to start doing stuff to grow your business, get an audience? That's like the number one question, especially todos los contratistas that have right now. You're like, it's really slow right now. It's cold, so I don't need to market my business. You know, once it gets warm, I'll start marketing it. It makes sense. You don't got income right now, like as much coming in as you do through the summer. Makes sense. But one thing you just got to realize, top of mind is the person that's going to, you know, if you're everywhere right now, because everyone else is, you know, their marketing budgets. If you're the one out there, if you're the one doing stuff, when they do need the landscape, when they do need the fence, the concrete, whatever it is, who are they going to call?
Because we're talking about like right now, like towards the end of the year, cold weather comes in, winter comes in, and pretty much all the contratistas, all the contractors, landscapers, roofers, cementeros, everybody, they're like, oh, it's getting colder. I can't work.
Let me just stop
Let
marketing.
me just stop marketing. Let me just stop doing everything that I was doing for the year. And then they lose that momentum.
Which is completely understandable. If you don't got number one rule of business, you got to make money. If you're not making money, I get it. But you got to figure some other things around it. You can't just be like, oh, I don't got no money, so I can't market. I can't do this.
It's the highs and lows of business. You're going to have seasons where you're really hot, you're really popping off, and then you're going to have seasons where it's a little bit slower. Understandable if you're dealing like out here in Colorado or you're dealing with the weather. Kind of have to learn the weather cycles a little bit and plan ahead for that.
Yeah, but even then, I think it's like when it is slower, that's when you start working, like they say, work in the business or on the business. That's when you start working on the business when it's slower. Because not other times you don't even have time to look at certain levers in your business because you're just going. You're just going. Mm-hmm. So when it does get slower, work on the business instead of just be like, let me just turn everything off because I'm not like, hey, let's work on the business. You know, what other things can I implement? Can I put a better CRM? Could maybe I update my website? Could I do XYZ? You know, do something different that's going to make you stand out when the springtime comes around and you start getting, you know, when you start getting again, you know, when it starts picking up again.
It's kind of like taking that like deep breath, taking a step back. And I think the first thing people got to look is like, how are people looking at me online? Because with anything,
that's a tough one.
Like with anything, your clients are going to go look at you online. Someone referred you to them or whatever, they're still going to do a little bit of research. It's like, cool, they Google my name. They find me? If they can? Cool. Let me see how that looks, and let me present myself in a better way, i.e. social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and your website, of course. And if they can't find you, problem number one, you need to be found on there. I think it starts there, and it's like, okay, and then taking it one step at a time. Like, if they can find me on my socials, cool, but how does that look like? And then just start planning ahead on how you want to be presented out there.
A good rule of thumb would be like, say you're at Walmart, grocery store, whatever, average Joe, average person that doesn't, I guess for us, we're Mexican, we're going to say the average Juan.
The average Juan.
The average Juan. But you're just out there. They have no idea who you are, what you do. If they just like, hey, what's your name? Like, oh, I'm Jose. We're changing it up. I'm Jose, and I do this. Cool. You don't know who's going to, if you're a home service type of businesses, you know, outdoor stuff, you don't know who that person, maybe they need stuff. You don't know. So then if they get the phone, they're like, oh, cool, he does this. And he gives you a Google. He goes on Facebook, Insta, TikTok, wherever, and he doesn't find anything about you. He's probably not going to hire, he doesn't even know who you are. So you just pass by, like he's never calling you. Yeah. Right? So you got to always be thinking of that. A brand is way more than just the colors and logos. It's like, how you talk, how you speak, how people can find you. Like, it's everything. How you dress.
It's what they think of you when they say your name.
Exactly. So you got to be thinking about that. In the slow months, how are you going to be perceived? Is it just that they forgot about you? They have no idea who you are just because they don't see your trailers out parked on locations. Do they not know who you are no more? But they should still be able to find you online or a flyer or business cards, right? We shouldn't just rely on one avenue. But you got to think about it. Like when everything's good, cool, they'll know you. But when things aren't as good, when the market shifts, who are you? Who is your business?
It's like having that consistency because like right now we're talking about slower months. It's a little cooler and all that stuff. Cool, everybody starts contracting. What would happen if you don't contract and you keep expanding? If you keep putting yourself out there?
Or just keep the same. Don't even expand. Just keep the same.
At least
because everybody else contracted, and you just stay the same.
Well, if you stay the same while everybody else contracts, you're gonna get bigger.
Exactly.
Because then, how you're saying you're gonna be at the top of mind, because people are right now, they're still, it's beginning of the year, people are planning for their year out, like oh, like we could probably use a new roof this year. Oh, we could probably use some new cement. Oh, I need to redo my house, need to remodel it a little bit. They start planning that stuff now in the colder months when everybody's inside talking with each other. And if you're always at the top of mind, you're gonna come out ahead and, you know, kick everybody's ass. Because just because it's cold outside doesn't mean you can't work. You can still go out there and do estimates. You can still go out there and talk to your customers and stuff.
Exactly.
You can still be out there showing your knowledge and telling people who you are and what you can do for them.
Yeah. A thing that I just thought about as you're saying that, usually if you're, you know, if you have your home, you have a house, you want to enjoy your backyard. Say you got a barbecue back there or whatever. You want to enjoy a nice backyard, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to start joining that when the weather is nice. So when the weather starts getting nice, you want to be out there. And if it doesn't look that good, you know, most of them want to get their jobs done, let's say their backyard remodel or whatever, sooner so that way they can enjoy it the whole summer going into fall.
That's right? True.
So then we got to think about, they're going to call you at the beginning of the summer, so it's like,
you want it done now.
Yeah. It's like, think about it like in a race. Who's going to win the race if you're like standing still with nothing, just standing there? And the other guy, he's already, he's jogging. So when you guys win at the same time, boom, he's already 20 feet ahead of you, right? So we always just got to be thinking about it. Building up the momentum for your brand, for your business is so tough to build. And I get it. Times get tough. It gets so hard to build up. So when we do got it, we just got to keep pushing, keep trucking along, because the grass will be greener if we work for it.
Yeah, and it's like, and I going back to like the original questions, like if someone, because a lot of these same topics we're talking about can be applied to someone starting a new business. You don't already have to be in business to have these tips and stuff applied to you. If you're ready to start your business, don't overthink it too much. Just go out there and just get started, because then you're going to lose a lot of time and a lot of wasted opportunities on trying to get everything perfect when you just need to start.
Analysis by paralysis.
We're talking about this the other day. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter who's in office, what rules, regulations they're doing, because they ain't paying your bills. You got to go out there and make your own money, make your own bread.
You got to make your own bread. Exactly. He ain't gonna go put that concrete on for you. Mm-hmm. So it's like, just go out there. Us as Hispanics, I think we'll thrive. We're going to keep thriving. But just remember, you're not a victim. You will strive. You will be better. But it's not going to be free.
So with that, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.